All right, I clipped it. Whatever. Hey, that's the thing. Accent Core plus R episode 0.07. It's 70. I'm Kevin. Who am I here with?
Here with Nolan.
Drew was here.
And oh no, did
I
Drew
don't
drop?
know.
Oh
No,
no.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
good.
confused, but I'm here.
Okay. It just stopped working. It's fine.
Yeah. So when my phone goes to sleep, it cuts me off. But I'm like, oh well, wait. What if I turn off Energy Saver? Will it stay on?
No.
And it stayed on. No, it stayed on long enough pre-show to make me think, yes, it will stay on.
Oh, you got bamboozled.
Yeah,
Just like I
it
was.
did me dirty.
Just like I was bamboozled at the DMV today.
Wait, why'd you have to go to the DMV today?
Okay, so here's the D&D DMV story is in a month or two, basically like first week of June, my dad has to go for like a business trip and he has to fly and he needs that little real ID sticker on his driver's license.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can like use it as a passport.
Yeah, because we don't have like a passport, so you need that little sticker. And technically, you don't need it, like because it goes into effect next year. But it's one of those things where it was just on his brain, so he goes, you know what, I'm just gonna get this done this year, so we're not gonna have to run in there like a week before a flight and say, please fix my driver's license. So we're gonna get it done 2 years in advance, like, and apparently and he was like, I guess I should go get it done too because it's in my thought process. So I got all my documents. I had to get my birth certificate, which my mom had, because apparently the one I had was a copy, which was good enough for some things, but not good enough for this.
What?
Nope.
So we had to go there. We did our appointments online. We got our appointments for like 10 o'clock. It was like 10 and 10:10. And I was like, okay, this is going to be pretty good. We're just going to roll in there a little early. We're gonna get our little slip.
And roll on out her.
Yeah, roll it out. That was a mistake. Because what the appointment actually means is you're basically taking a number at the barber shop. You're just taking it online. Because we were there for 2 hours.
I thought if wait, I thought if you plan it ahead, it's like, oh yeah, just come in at your appointed time and you're good to go.
Oh well, no.
Yeah, let me
What the-
counterpoint this, if I may.
Oh, yeah.
So I just got my Texas driver's license like 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very much like I had to set up an appointment to even go.
Yeah.
But also, I couldn't. The next available appointment was like a month out when I scheduled it.
Okay, so they were more
But when-
honest with what their appointments were. Like, what this should have been on the website is instead of appointment every 10 minutes, which is what it was, it should have been like an appointment every hour. That would have been
Or 30 minutes.
Or yeah, like that would have been far more okay, I get it. Cuz that would have been more guaranteed to get in there. And what happens is just it's pretty much first come first serve. So like with what happened, there was like 5 kids taking their driver's test. Like the road test or whatever. So they'd call them up and then it'd be like, well, that's 30 minutes that this lady's not going to be there.
That's the other thing too. Is like this was a big DMV. Like it was a new facility and it was well staffed. But like as soon as I walked in, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need the paperwork to fill out." And like as soon as I sit down, someone walks out and is like, "Last call for Drew Edwards' number. Last call for him." And I'm like maybe 5 minutes late because they're doing construction on the highway. But I'm like, "What do you mean last call? I didn't make a first call."
Conversely, my dad and I got there 15 minutes early. Actually, we got there like 20 minutes early. And we went to the kiosk to sign in. And the kiosk says, not allowed too early. So I had to wait until 15 minutes before my assigned time to time in. You can't do it earlier. It says no, you are not allowed to early sign in.
Did you try talking to a human being?
No, those ladies were struggling, and they were struggling with all kinds of people. Like what I've learned, because when my dad and I, we did our paperwork and crap. Each of us took 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
what this is not the ladies at the DMV's fault or the DMV's fault. This is the masses of humanity, where they didn't look and know that you need your social security card, your birth certificate, and 2 proofs of identification. So they get up there with just their driver's license and they go, well, what do you mean I can't renew it?
Yep.
And then that argument happens for about 10 minutes until eventually they just say, we can't do it, come back later, and then they dejectedly walk away.
And then the next person steps up.
Yeah, and then the next person goes through this ordeal. Where the guy comes in, he's drinking his McDonald's Frappuccino. And then he's coming in, he's going, all right, here's my Frappuccino. And here's my driver's license and like my bill. And they go, where's your birth certificate? He goes, well, gotta go.
Where's all your stuff at?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I feel like my dad and me were probably their greatest things, because we came in, we had a folder full of all our information. We handed it to the lady. Then the lady's like, all right, that'll be $8. And then we handed them $8. And then it was just done. I did have an anecdote, because I previously had always updated my driver's license online. You can't do this one online for like the real ID, whatever. You actually got to show up. Because you got to present your birth certificate, your crap.
But I don't want it because I don't want to go through all that.
Oh, you're gonna have to do it. But when the lady was talking about my driver's license, it goes like, all the information here correct, like black hair, hazel eyes, 6'1", and I'm like, I see what you were trying to do, 18-year-old Kevin, 6'1". I'm like, nah, let's cut that back to 5'11", like what it actually is. Because I was
almost got you.
Yeah, I was rolling my eyes. I'm like, yeah, you're 6'1".
You got it. Now we have high school Kevin versus virgin 30-something Kevin.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, I was like, yo, can we put like balding on there? That'd be more accurate.
Hold on, let me just get glasses. I don't need glasses, but let me just
Yeah,
put
let's
some
just put
on.
them on. The Castan, but yeah, like I thought
I
that
just put a wig on.
I thought that would be a very apt like story to tell on the podcast, because I was like, yeah, who believed that shit? That's like really tall.
Yeah,
Like,
6'1's a tall person.
you can fudge an inch. You can fudge about an inch, but that's like 4 inches, me. I think it's because when I had like a curly hair, I might have tried to measure from like the top of it. And I'm like, yeah, there we go.
Well, technically, it is the top of my head.
Technically, yeah, that's like 6'1", 6'2". Put that on my OK Cupid. What?
You got those Robert Downey Jr. platform tinnies that you're walking into the DMV with?
Yeah. That one Simpsons walking in with like a chihuahua to make me seem taller. Yeah, but yeah, that was my DMV adventure.
Got a baby on your shoulders and a trench coat.
Yeah, it worked okay. I felt bad for all the people that did not have their stuff though. Like I did have extreme empathy, because man, like you're sitting there for like 30 minutes to get to the thing that says nah, try again.
It's also the DMV is not in a convenient place.
No, this one is like, it used to be kind of centralized, if memory serves.
Yeah, no, it was. It was like
It was near.
it was near downtown originally.
Yeah, I want to say it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was kind of your Henry Johnson, if memory serves. Like
Yeah.
It was like.
Yeah.
I remember it was also like really small. It was like one room.
Yeah.
'Cause
And then at some point they're like, "Oh well, we need to move this to the outskirts of town."
yeah, like we're
You're
gonna put it
welcome,
right on
citizens
the
of Johnson
highway.
City. Yeah, convenient, right off the highway.
Yeah, but it's oh man. And there's all these like QR code readers and stuff, and it makes me feel bad because like this old man showed up, and this old man just walks up to the counter, and he had no idea how the DMV was working, and you know, you're like he was clearly like late 70s,
Yeah.
and he's like, well, I need to renew my license. And then the lady's like, well, can you make an appointment online? He's like, what?
Yeah, take your phone and
I don't think
Do
his
your
phone had a
phone on.
camera.
it just pulls up the old
Oh,
flip phone.
my phone's plugged into the wall. It can't come with me.
So, but they in their script they had like a paper, so he was able to fill out like a paper appointment. They just were gonna put him into the system. I'm like, that's good on them.
That's good. At least they have like something to kind of take care of it.
Yeah, well, it's like you can see some, but it's like it's hard to figure out when you're barraged with like a bunch of QR codes and crap. And I'm like, do I need to scan these? But no, you just go to a little kiosk and type it in. Thankfully,
It makes you wonder what the alienating technology is going to be for us in our late 70s.
God, it's gonna be a nightmare. They're gonna be like, don't you have your Soul Bio ID chip? And I'm like, I don't know what that. I like Lay's. That's the only kind of chip I enjoy. Sometimes a spicy Utz chip when I'm feeling frisky.
The British call them crisps.
Oh man, it's gonna But it's just weird. It's also I discovered the Tennessee trap I almost fell into. So
That's trash.
no. It's
Yes, I thought too.
it's so the Tennessee trap is you see a guy walk in wearing a baseball cap, and the Tennessee logo, one of them is like a circle with 3 stars in it, and because of UT, it was also orange. So I thought this guy was wearing a Dragon Ball hat. I was about to go, yo, nice Dragon Ball hat, and then I stopped myself. I was like, yo, I see what you're doing, and then I'm like, no, that is not a Dragon Ball hat. That is that is very different. I saved myself from being that guy.
So close to just like,
Yeah.
hey, you like anime too, right? Huh?
What? This is for the Vols.
Vols.
Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, I think anyone in our age bracket that likes football probably does also like Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z.
I mean that's true.
Oh yeah.
But the guy, I don't know. He was one of those kind of guys where you don't know if is this guy like 25 or 45. You know, like I don't know if you're like a hard living 25-year-old or you just like a really youthful old man. I can't tell. It's like how I have the look where like if you saw me at some distances you'd think I'm like 16, but then when you get closer you realize I'm like not. You see the age, the weatheredness, and like the authentic, and you're like, oh, okay.
You look into your eyes and you see the pain you've been
You see
through.
all the things I've seen.
It's like a Doggerio type developing.
Yeah. But anyway, alright, that's my DMV adventure. So my only other adventure is I got one of those fancy vertical mice. Like the ergonomic vice.
Oh,
I've been using it.
The ones that don't roll, they just have a trackball for your thumb.
It's the one where like imagine if you were to hold your computer mouse at like a 45-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like so your hand is in like handshake position, but you're using your mouse. And it's supposed to like help out with like carpal tunnel and stuff. So I'm trying that.
Yeah, so someone at work like has one of those, and if I ever have to cover the downstairs desk, it's there, but it doesn't. It has a trackball you use with your thumb to move the mouse around the screen, and I hate it so much.
Oh, I don't have that one. Mine, it's like a regular mouse. It's just like tilted. It's pretty good though. So far. Like, it's expensive though. That's the thing. Those things are like, that's like an Xbox controller expensive. So you're gonna. But then again, like,
okay.
always cheaper than having to deal.
But you know, it helps though. That's the upside to it.
Yeah, it's also nerve damage. Nerve damage don't come
What I'm
back.
interested in is Jeff Gerstmann. What I'm still interested in is Jeff Gerstmann has like the split keyboard,
Oh yeah.
and so you can just move both halves of the keyboard wherever you want them to be.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
layer
And then you're
2.
doing.
But yeah, it's just it. So that's, I'll let you know. So far, it's able to be used for like card games. I haven't played any like actual games with it, and I probably would be terrible for it. But I just don't want to have wrist disorders.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's up with me. What about you guys?
What have you been up to, Drew? Let you go first.
So I'll start with Snap Judgment presents Spooked.
What is that?
Yeah.
I have to say that's a podcast, and I feel the need to always say Snap Judgment presents Spooked because otherwise there's just a lot of podcasts called.
Yeah, called Spooked. That's what I would imagine. I'm feeling the dead air. Is my internet still going? Anyway. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Okay. I see what happened. Yeah, it did it. So while this is going on, I'm basically turning on my internet again from my cell phone. I'm having to tether my my stuff to everything. So, you know, we gotta turn on our mobile hotspot. Yeah, the internet just died. Makes sense. You know, it makes sense. Yeah, let's connect to that. Yeah, because they're working on this stuff, so you know we gotta. Are you back?
I never left.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I left because my internet died, as I was
Oh.
expecting it to do. So,
Where did you cut out at?
I cut out at crap. Now Discord's like loading. Like Discord is both offline and then not online. I cannot tell. The present Spooked. So just go. We're just I'm just gonna keep it. It's still working somehow. It's okay.
Okay. So I see a link in my like to read bookmarks folder for this podcast episode that I've been seeing for years. And it's like, you know what? I have a commute. Let's just listen to this and see what it is. And like the episode title was A Friend in the Forest. And it's from Snap Judgment Presents Spooked. And it's just, the podcast is just like 30 minutes, typically 2 15-minute spooky stories, sometimes 1 30-minute spooky story.
Ah.
And they're pretty good. It's anthology styling, so it's hit or miss, but for the most part they hit.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That's how a lot of those are. It's like, yeah, you're going to get some winners, you're going to get some losers.
Yeah. And so, but the episode, I have no idea. Like, that's the downside to this, like, sitting in that book. I have no idea how I found it, who linked me to it, where it was from originally.
Oh, that's your own. So the whole thing is its own spooky story.
Yeah. But so the first episode I listened to is about this kid who keeps sneaking out at night into the woods to play with like a friend he's met.
Oh.
And it's like it's being told by the social worker who's investigating the case. And he eventually finds out, it's like, oh, there was a lady living out in the woods who had like been molested by her dad and given birth to a son and then killed herself.
Uh-oh. I don't like any of those words.
Yep. And so I won't say any more where it goes from there, but well, it's like episode 7 of the first season. I've listened to a chunk of them since. And I think okay, so this is like season 1, so it's forgivable, but I think they included one story on 2 different episodes just to help buffer content.
Hell yeah. This sounds like the kind of thing that I would listen to at like 1 in the morning when I'm trying to go to sleep. Because I either need spooky stories or monster descriptions to lull me to sleep.
I say check it out. I think it's good for that.
Or PBS Space Time. That also really puts me to sleep, even though I think it's interesting. Like that channel when he's just talking about like, all right, we're gonna talk about space-time continuum. I'm like, I'm just going, here it goes. The sleep it's already coming. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh crap.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so bizarre. Like, my Discord is both on and off. Like my Discord app is stuck on trying to turn on, but the call is still happening. So I have no idea. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. All right, whatever. Nolan, what's up with you?
Oh, haven't really been doing too much. The only like big thing I kind of went through today was I got around to watching the Batman.
How is that movie?
It's actually really good.
Oh, that's interesting. Because
surprisingly.
So
I have thoughts that do not align with that, Nolan, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh, yeah. Because I want to hear. I always think it's interesting.
I do. Okay, yeah. Honestly, I did come into it like skeptical, thinking it's gonna be like, oh, this is just gonna be another kind of dumb, stupid Batman movie, only to have it turn into, oh no, this is just a thriller. This is a Silence of the Lambs, Bone Collector, Long Came a Spider kind of story, which sometimes Batman punches people, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially the Riddler parts.
Yeah.
And the Riddler character.
So my dad watched like the first hour of it, and he didn't like it. I haven't seen it yet because it's like 3 hours long, and I have to be in a mood.
Honestly,
I got to be in a mood to watch a long movie.
Straight up, I watched like an hour of it, stopped, and came back, and then I'm like, okay, this is okay now.
Yeah, so that's also how I watched it.
Yes.
Is me and Kelsey have been watching it, and she's been busy, so it's like we put it on for a little bit, we watch some, turn it off, put it on, watch a little more. We came back, it's like, okay, let's finish it, and then we turn on, it's like, we still have an hour and a half of this movie left.
You get to the part where it's like, okay, now Batman's been running around for an hour trying to figure out all the puzzles. And so we finally got it. Oh no, now there's like 5 more puzzles.
So, I do not like the Riddler. I don't like how, like, high energy and zany he is.
Oh no, I love it.
And I don't like his costume either. I don't like the GIMP mask with glasses.
Sounds like he's the Diddler.
It's like all taped up too.
Do they use that?
And it looks just shitty.
Does my dreamboat Robert Pattinson tell him that he looks like a bad Final Fantasy VII character, and then mopes around and wants to die? Because that's pretty good.
No, Robert Pattinson's Batman is, man, like, I'm depressed, but I'm also gotta be the Batman.
I'm depressed that I'm the Batman. It's like, oh shit.
At a point, Alfred literally was like, well, look who came out of their room.
Oh man, that's too real. I don't like that.
He's like, listen, it's like, Master Bruce, you gotta, like, have to get out sometimes. Like, nah, I'm good. I just want to be the Batman. That's it.
Man, I don't want that kind of realism in my superhero escapism.
I invited the board directors over for breakfast. Why? Because you won't go to them.
Alfred, don't you understand? I'm depressed and just want to fight people. No,
You've been depressed for 30 years, Master Bruce.
you've been Batman for 2 years. Like, take some time for yourself. No.
Master Bruce, it says on your driver's license you claim that you are 6'1". Are you trying to fool
No.
someone into thinking that Bruce Wayne isn't the Batman, or is this just a?
This is something I enjoy because he's only Bruce Wayne like 2 to maybe 3 points in the movie. The rest of the time, he's Batman.
Yeah.
And it's all about him coming to terms with, hey, I need to be something more than just, the symbol in the night that's fear. I need to be like a symbol of hope. Actually, like, try to change the city for the better.
But, like, the movie doesn't actually make me care about any of the characters.
Oh, no.
I feel like it very much is, they know who these people are. They're already invested. Our groundwork is done, instead of actually putting in the effort to make me invested in this story.
And I feel like
So,
you can
I want
do
to know what
that.
Batman's up to.
It's like, look, that's Catwoman. They do. I will say they're like very quick. I was like, listen, that's Selena Kyle, that's Alfred, that's Batman, that's Commissioner Gordon. All right, you got who you got.
You know who this
Let's get to the
is.
story.
Like, there's some aspects of that I enjoy. Of like, yo, you know
Man.
who Batman is.
I'll say one thing. I love the actor that plays the Commissioner Gordon, but I hate this Commissioner Gordon.
They should just got the guy in Gotham. Just make him in there. Give him a mustache.
So
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I keep thinking this Commissioner Gordon is played by Jordan Peele. Like, he looks like a
I
Key
know.
and Peele skit character.
No, it's the guy from. All I can think about is Westworld.
That's
So that's
is
where
he?
he's usually
Is he the glasses guy?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's like, listen, motherfucker, we got to play by the rules, Batman. And I'm like, I don't think this guy should be playing this kind of character.
No, you should have made it
Just
Eddie
doesn't
Murphy.
fit.
He could be Axel.
Hey, Batman, we gotta solve crime.
He puts a banana in
We
the
don't talk-
Riddler's tailpipe.
Yeah, you're like, no.
Oh, that's great. No, that's a great.
No.
That's a much better.
I agree with you, Drew. Like, I can see like past some of the Riddler stuff, but I thoroughly enjoyed
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it.
the the.
I really like how it's shot. Like, there's a lot of, like,
oh my god,
especially that
that's
car
what
chase
surprised
scene.
me. Yeah,
That car chase scene has some really great angles and, like, camera work.
that's the first thing that's probably like, oh my god, they're putting like effort in the camera work of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big surprise. Like, maybe it's not going to turn out to be a fucking trash fire.
Yeah, my biggest disagreement with the film is I'm not gonna watch something for 3 hours unless it's about a video game I've never played or like amusement park features or something. Like, then I'll give you the time.
You got this 4-hour critical response to The Batman. It's a 4-hour YouTube video just discussing the 3-hour movie. You interested?
Maybe it depends who's doing it.
It's this vague internet figure that disappeared from the public eye that has, just years of information about him.
Like, is it
You've never heard of him, but if you click on his channel, he has like hundreds of millions of subscribers.
Okay, so I don't want
Yeah.
that. I want something where it's I want the equivalent of when I watched Ginny Nicholson talk about like what the fuck was that show? Like the Vampire Diaries for 2.5 hours.
I was about to say Land Before Time.
Yeah, oh, I watched that. That was a good
That's
one
a
too.
good one.
That's a
the
good one
I've
too.
never heard.
I'm still waiting for her review of the Star Wars hotel. She has returned from it.
Oh,
She got her Star Wars droid or whatever. Like, I'm excited. I want to see it. But like, yeah, I need that level of like stupid for me to give it 3 hours.
They got me committed to the bit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I am extremely excited for H Bomber Guys as he did a like 2-hour review of Deus Ex Human Revolution where his whole thing was
It's okay.
It's okay, and then his next video is gonna be Deus Ex Human Revolution, the director's cut. For like 2 hours, and I'm like, yes,
Yes.
that's what I want to
Give me
see.
more.
Just again.
Also, I did watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive Meta documentary.
Oh man, that one is sick. There's some wild stuff that happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! That like I was not aware that like before Summoned Skull there was like
So I think the saltiest card to me is Mechanical Chaser.
yes.
Like I can't even fathom how upset to have your rainbow-colored fish or genie on the field and someone just plays Mechanical Chaser, and you now have an insurmountable wall that cannot be overcome.
So for those of you that don't know, in Yu-Gi-Oh! There was a prize card awarded to like a tournament called Mechanical Chaser. And Mechanical Chaser was a level 4 monster.
No, worse yet, it's not even a prize card. You just got a tournament pack if you entered, but there's only 3 cards in a tournament pack, and Mechanical Chaser is an ultra rare.
Yeah. What was it? Was it like 1850 or was it like 1650?
It was 1850.
Okay, so it's
There
18...
was 1800 monsters, and then he comes out, and it's like, hold my beer.
Slightly better. Which was huge. Because that meant like you could... Yeah, that was like the best level 4 monster you could play. Until like Gemini Elf, which had 1900 attack. And it's like, oh. But yeah, like that video was also really good. Because you get to see like... I like seeing the old card game metas where you're seeing stuff where I was playing them, but if I knew how card games work now, I would just be like, no, I'm running like 4 of these, you stupid.
3 of these counted as Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Why would I not run 4 bills in every deck?
And like, I'm probably not gonna watch any more of this documentary, just cause this was the era of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm familiar with, and even at the tail end of it, I'm like, I don't remember these packs.
I
So
stopped
good.
knowing what happened around like the Chaos Emperor Dragon stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, now I'm out. And then I jumped back in for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links so I could play it on stream, and then like I looked up the current meta deck and played that one, and I'm like, and I'm out again. Yeah. I mean, it's also I think the Batman's on HBO Max, so it's one of those where like,
yeah, it's
quote
free,
unquote free.
air quotes.
It's not free, but you're
Yeah,
always
it's not
like,
free.
I'm far more willing to watch like an iffy movie if it's on something I already had.
Yeah.
Like my dad and I, we watched like a Chinese heist movie that's clearly trying to be like Ocean's 11, but like Chinese version. And Fat John Reno is there, but like it was on Amazon Prime included, so like the movie itself is probably like a 6 out of 10, but for free 90-minute quote unquote free, it's like, yeah, this is fine for like a weekend movie.
Yeah.
We had a DiGiorno pizza and we watched this little movie. It was like, that's pretty good.
In other streaming news, Netflix is canceling like a slew of animation
like
projects.
Bone is dead again.
Yeah, the Bone is dead. I'm curious to know what the hell's going to happen with the Magic the Gathering animated thing that was originally going to be by the Russo brothers who did Avengers, and then that got canceled, and then it was turned into like a 3D cartoon with Gideon. and then we've saw nothing, and then Netflix canceled like all of their cartoons. So I have no idea if that still exists or not. We'll find out.
I would think it has a decent shot of it just because Wizards of the Coast is probably also funding it.
Yeah, and it's like Hasbro. Like I'd imagine original. If it's original Netflix that is not Big Mouth, it is dead. If it is like how Netflix,
Big Mouth got approved for season 7 while they're gutting all the other animation.
of course, because it's Big Mouth, it's popular.
I don't.
People.
I don't. Who's watching it? Who the hell is watching Big
normies
Mouth?
are watching it.
Is this the new Family
Yeah.
Guy or something?
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, like Kelsey's ex before me, like she's still friends with, and like we were on a Zoom call, and I said something, you know, about how like bad Rick and Morty is, and of course she's like, no, it's still pretty good, and I'm like, okay, I'm not having this conversation. And then he also said something about Big Mouth being good, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm definitely not having this conversation.
No. Understand your. As soon as it's like Rick and Morty Big Mouth, like, I get your taste.
Yeah, it's normie. It's normie. Don't you get it, lol? Don't get it, puberty, lol?
Listen. I love Rick and Morty. I like Big Mouth, and man, I can't wait for the new Avengers movie. All
There
right.
you go. Oh, the peak normie. I like
Man, I can't wait for the new Star Wars movie and the new Avengers movie.
It's hard to be because like I consider myself not normie, but then I'm like, oh shit, new season of the British Baking Show. Let's fucking go. Let's go, boys. How are they going to use Frangipane this week?
I want to know if the Trailer Park Boys are good or not, but I don't want to watch it.
Drew, yes and no. Yes and no. It's super trashy and dumb, but you know,
that's what it's supposed to be.
It's Canadian, Always Sunny.
I thought that was Letterkenny.
No.
No.
Letterkenny's more like Canadian. My name is Earl.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like the closest
Canadian
thing.
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would. Yes. Canadian King of the Hill, I think, is the most accurate. But also, like, my name is Earl because it kind of has that kind of trashy, like, but they're good-hearted, but they're still kind of trashy.
Yeah, no. Trailer Park Boys is like they're trashy, but you know, I mean, they're mostly pieces of shit all around.
Okay.
Except for the one weirdo, which is the Charlie of the group, Bubbles, who's actually a good person. Other than that, everyone's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Good job,
But
Netflix. Cancel it.
Here's the problem: you got to go through like 12 seasons of this, and it's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want to go through 12 seasons of that.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. That's what I'm going to tell you. It's good, but you know, don't watch it.
Like, I started rewatching King of the Hill, and I just jumped to like season 3 or 4. I can't remember. I'm just like, I'm just gonna skip the early seasons, get to where they figure out who these characters are, and go to town.
Well, yeah. No, if you've seen the show, you can skip around. Just watch it when it starts getting good. That's fine.
No.
That's fine.
Give me a...
I don't know if there's another one, but San Marcos had a diving pig that was like a local celebrity. And I'd forgotten, like, King of the Hill has the episode with the diving pig at the state fair that Bobby says. And I'm like, what the? Hold on, is this based on, like, Ralphie the diving pig from San Marcos?
It's like, you're in it, Drew. You're in it.
Yeah, you're becoming. You're learning it.
Yeah,
you're in the background now.
Yeah. Oh man, you're. It's like Drew's just now in the background of King of the Hill.
That's what happens when you.
Look, there's our pal. There's this guy, Drew. He's from Tennessee. Hello, I am Drew from Tennessee.
Huh, hey Drew, how about them balls? Am I right? It's like, I don't like anime, dude. Sorry.
We also have Petros in Tennessee.
What the hell's an animu?
Boomhauer knows what anime is.
Boomhauer knows.
Man, you got
come
that
on.
boom baby girl make you think of the wrong thing.
They collect all them 7 balls, and you know, got their wish right there. You know, he didn't wish for panties, and treat him how a wish. You know what I mean? Huh.
A damn pretty good wish.
Hey, he's an alien all the time. You're not really, you know, how you son does it. You know.
Dale is a tier 3 sub to mini VTubers. Oh, she this anime cartoon girl says she loves me.
Bill is a tier 3 song.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I meant. Bill
Yeah.
Dotrieve. He's sipping from.
Dale's wearing a info war shirt. Take that off, you idiot.
Dale tries to
It's my
become.
new best friend.
No, see what happens is Dale is gonna go expose the truth on Twitch or whatever, but to mask his identity, he's like anime girl VTuber. So it's just anime girl who's talking about like the government will get you.
And Bill falls for it only to figure out it's Dale.
Yeah, it's like Kanoko
Bill, what
Chan
are you
keeps
doing?
making points. Thank you for the teal stream. Bill Dozer
Oh,
85.
Damn, Bill, you're starting to sound like a jackass.
Oh please, oh God, this is what I want.
Yeah, there you go. King of the Hill. We fixed it. There you go.
Don't bring it back.
No, of course not.
Awful.
No,
It's gonna
no,
be
you
bad.
shouldn't have kept it going. You should
Keep
have, when
it in our
Lucky became a
minds.
major character, you should have ended it then.
Yeah.
Lucky is the end of King.
Damn,
of the Hill.
Lucky is so great.
I don't know. I was not the hugest fan of Lucky.
I take it back. Only for that one episode where he's like, I'm trying to get my life together. And I'm like, wow, Lucky's okay. And then after that, he just
Oh,
back to character.
And Peggy ruins him?
Oh, God.
Oh, Peggy's great. I love Peggy.
Peggy's
Hill.
wrong.
I fucking
Peggy's
love,
wrong for that entire episode.
I love Peggy Hill because she's awful, but thinks she's not. I
So,
think that is
the
such a good
episode-
character.
Oh my God.
The best Peggy episode is where Randy Travis steals her song. And it's just Randy Travis is an even worse Peggy than Peggy.
Oh.
See, I
And
thought
he's
you
just like, yeah, when I escaped from my sinking trailer, I just happened to see Hank driving over in the pond, and I rescued him too.
I thought you were going to say the best episode of Peggy is the one where like she gets scammed and then they have to pull their elaborate ruse on the scammer to like steal his fucking like his like safe or whatever. It's like so
It's
stupid.
still the room safe because it's like, sir, this is the discount in. We don't have room safes.
Yeah. That's my favorite Peggy Hill episode because it's like she got scammed and then she's trying to think she's so hyper smart, but it kind of works out. Yeah.
What's the one where she goes to Mexico?
Oh, you can't actually speak Spanish well. I don't remember. Like I don't like. There's like moments I remember.
Dude, it's so great. Like, yeah, it's like that or the Japanese one.
Oh,
Where they go to Japan.
that's one
and
of
she's
the
like,
best episodes.
That's
she's
a
so caught up in her own. Like, I understand Japan more than anyone else. They just stay in the was it the sitting room?
Yeah, because they didn't open the door.
Because you know, Peggy knows what she's doing. She knows all about this.
Yep.
It's great. King of the Hill is a very good show.
It's a great.
I
show.
love. There's a moment where Hank pulls out some WD-40 to like spray some hinges or something.
Oh, that's
He can't open the lid, so then he pulls out a smaller can of WD-40 and pops the lid off of it.
That's
And
the
sprays the big one.
what's that? That's the timeshare episode. If I remember correctly.
That's what I thought it was.
I mean, I think my favorite episode of King of the Hill is That's My Purse, I Don't Know You. I think that's like my absolute favorite. But I also really like the one where Dale thinks he has rabies and like Bobby and the raccoon. I think that one is really good. 'Cause
I think the best one is the deadly placebo drug that Bill has been getting from the army for years to
is
turn
that
into a walrus.
Project Walrus? Yeah, that's the one where he drives the tank, right?
Yeah, and he's singing Freebird as he's on like a live practice course.
I don't know. It's also up there with the episode where he just wears the Santa suit for like a year because it gives him attention.
Oh man.
Oh, there's
And, like,
also the New Orleans episode. Damn.
Yeah, yes. He goes back to Dotrieve. Isn't that like, but one of the girls is like his cousin or something? It's like they're all into him, but one of them is
he's
his...
half sister or something.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
I can't remember. How long, Gilbert? How long you been there? 30 years. Also, there's an episode where Bobby starts the propane comedy troupe, and it's just so touching that like he's killing Hank with all of the jokes. Like they're just deep propane cuts, and Hank is just dying laughing at all of them.
I also vividly remember the one where Bobby gets mentored in comedy by like that community college drama professor. And he's like, I shall be Tartuk the Wonder Pup. Look at my farce.
No, don't go out there. Don't go out there.
Like, throws him a
You're
whoopee
gonna
cushion
get
and he,
so bad.
he saves him. I'm like, I like that.
Oh no, he was taking it was a clown class.
Yeah, it was like a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Tartuk the Wonder Pup. Isn't it so farcical how I, a dog, am walking and speaking like a man? It was something like that.
It's like 100 good deeds of Eddie McDowell.
Yeah, now we're talking. Why didn't they try to bring that back for like their Paramount whatever? Like that seems like a show that's designed. You could just stream it. You just have like a dog and some child actors. And that's like your show. I mean, you train a dog. It doesn't really have to do much. You can even like see.
Wasn't Mike Judge doing something new?
I think he's doing like Beavis and Butthead reboot for for like Paramount or whatever.
It's been going. I feel like he's doing a King of the Hill reboot, but also he's just started a company that's like finding and nurturing new talent.
Well, good guy. Mike Judge is a good guy.
Hero.
Yeah, he's good. He's good power creator.
He is very strong. He has like quite the resume.
We still don't know who Stan voted for in the 2000 election. Hank voted for in the 2000 election.
Of course.
I'm trying to think. Has he Mike Judge made anything that's just bad?
I think the closest to that is like the original run of Beavis and Butthead.
I was gonna say like early Beavis and Butthead is not great, but that's just early Beavis and Butthead. Like,
hold on, I'm trying to. He made another show. What was it called?
He made the like left-leaning variant of King of the Hill.
Oh yeah.
What was it called?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, The Good Family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how involved he actually was with that show.
Yeah, that may have been a producer credit.
Yeah, that feels like producers wanted that show to try to cash in on King of the Hill, and where King of the Hill is like, no, this is like this is like my culture and my family and like people, and I don't. This is the Good Family is none of those things. I'm not endeared to this at all.
I was immensely disappointed when that show like Border Town or whatever. That was terrible because it was like by the Three South guys, and that's like one of my pet like. If Dave the Barbarian is like my ironic good show, then like Three South, I don't know, it just hit me in such like a way where I love that show, and like I don't think it could ever be made again. I loved the cartoon.
Is Three South the one by the Mega Skies?
No, that's Downtown.
Okay.
Downtown is that one, and that's probably like more of like a legit. That's Downtown reminded me kind of like Mission Hill, but not of course not as good as Mission Hill, but kind of like it. Three South was just stupid and ugly, and that's why I think it worked because everyone on that show was stupid and ugly, and I'm like, yes.
I'm down for just ugly cartoons.
Oh, it was ugly.
Yeah.
But like not
Three
problems.
Friends and Jerry.
Yeah. But not like problem solvers ugly where it's unwatchable. It was just like everyone on there is
ugly Martians.
Or what's the other one?
Ugly Americans.
No. It's like Mystery Mountain.
Martin Mystery?
Oh, Secret Mountain
Secret
Fort
Mountain
Awesome.
Foursome? Yeah, God.
Yeah.
I just get... It's weird because, like all the animation, it seems like
my eyes.
it wasn't
Like,
just...
listen, here's the problem. I take it back. I'm okay with it, but as long as it's in like a Keith Stack comic, and then I'm okay with
Well,
it.
yeah, well, because that art is fine when you're looking at it, because the denseness is supposed to be part of the thing. Like when you're looking at that kind of wild, like everything has something. Like you're looking, it's like the grunge equivalent of that guy's painting of hell, where it's just like you look at that painting of hell and there's just wild stuff happening in every square inch of that little painting. Like here's like a cat playing a trombone and there's a man in it and you're like, I don't know what that is, but it ain't good.
I do not want to go there, sir.
I forget what is that painting of hell? Oh,
I don't know.
I'm gonna painting
You're
of
having
hell.
grunge hell painting.
Do you guys know who showed up on a like recent episode of Young Justice?
What is it?
No. Oh, you didn't like a new
Razor.
season come out? Huh?
Yeah, Razor as a Blue Lantern.
Huh.
Huh. Hey,
So
now
that's cool.
Hieronymus Bach is who I'm looking at. I'm probably saying his name.
Oh yes, of course, Hieronymus Box, the
Hieronymus
guy who got
Bosch.
the All-Star from Optimus.
You should look at his paintings of hell.
Thank you, Nolan.
Underappreciated.
I didn't hear it. I'm just gonna let it go.
Oh fuck! That's a good one. Shit, that got me good.
Everyone can know that one except me. I'm gonna allow that.
I don't think we can top that one.
Is that how the podcast ends?
I mean, wondering if the audio even made it onto the recording.
What?
I hope that did too.
Like that joke, like if the audio even made it onto the
Oh,
recording.
I hope it didn't. Yeah, that would be better. If it's just like a mumble. It's like, I don't know. Everyone can be
If it doesn't,
confused, so I will never know.
We'll put it on Twitter or something.
No, never. It's the forbidden joke. It's the secret joke. That's why I'm not going to listen to it, because
It's
I think
behind the paywall.
yeah,
now.
the bit works if I don't know about it, and I will not know about it. And if you tweet me this, I will block you on Twitter. Do not tweet me the joke.
Oh, his voice, he won't.
Do not. No,
Don't forget this by Friday.
I will mute you. I'll probably mute you because I need to keep that follower count going. But like, I don't put it in the podcast title. It won't. This is the forbidden joke. I never can know it.
Just tweet at me and let me know if it made it. Don't say
Yeah,
it.
you can-
Just let me know if the joke is audible.
You can tweet like Drew and Nolan. That's fine. Just don't tweet me.
Otherwise, if it's not, we'll just have to do a convoluted series of like stream of consciousness to get back to Hieronymus Bach.
Yeah, we'll get back there. Hieronymus Bach can come up more than you think.
Oh god.
Like I don't know, man. Yo, there's like a whatever. Are we done?
Later, everybody.
Later days? Bye.
Bye.